Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at basically the Fighting Legend Goku event with all Vegeta'S family team for the free-to-play challenge. Now obviously, as you guys know, the free-to-play challenge is us going through the game trying to see how much of it we can complete using only free-to-play units. Those units summarize basically any unit you don't get from a summon, except for units from the friend summon. I do not include World Tournament units in my free-to-play challenge, as although World Tournament units are kind of free-to-play, in that you can get them, you can still technically buy stones to get more stamina refreshes, which helps you out, and also the actual units you get for the most part are honestly RNG based. Like for example, if you've never got Int LR Piccolo, then your chances of getting him are very slim as a new player. So in terms of the Vegeta'S family team, we're pretty straightforward, I want to say. I think for the most part it's a very simple build. As the friend lead, we're obviously rocking the Strength Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. No specific reason, I think any of the Vegeta'S family leads will be fine, but I just like using the Strength SS4 Vegeta because he's got a pretty easy key requirement, which I think is pretty cool. So that's our friend lead, obviously 180% Vegeta'S family lead, which helps out. He does very big attack and defense, especially for the Fighting Legend Goku event. Plus he also has his counter, which is pretty helpful. Basically will help us out quite tremendously. Now on our side, we're using the physical Vegeta and Bulma as our lead. Vegeta and Bulma have attack and defense of 120%, an additional attack and defense of 60% when performing a super attack, damage reduction of 20%, and a 20% support for the Vegeta'S family category, which is pretty cool. They'll change into their battle suit as well after a couple turns, which is, quite fine. And they will get 22% damage reduction, a little bit more attack and defense, a medium chance of an additional 22% damage reduction, and they'll give all of our allies 22% attack and defense, which is pretty weird, but hey, it happens. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool still. At least the animation is, I find it a lot of fun, and you just saw it there on screen, so hey, pretty cool stuff. In terms of the other units that we're using, I'm not using the SBR Trunks, even though obviously I do have him. I'm not using him because technically speaking, we have not completed the SBR required free to play. So I don't want to actually use Trunks because we haven't completed all of his SBR free to play. So technically speaking, he's not a unit we can use at this point in time. I know it sounds really weird, but hey, it's my rules and I'm gonna stick to it. So yeah, essentially we are looking at the AGL Prime Metal Trunks, a pretty cool unit who has attack and defense of 40%, plus an additional attack and defense of 40% when performing a super. He has Ki +3 when facing only one enemy, and he will have an additional attack and defense of 40% for the rest of battle after triggering the final blow, which we were able to get in the first phase against physical Goku. So that does help him quite a bit, and in general he does a pretty decent job, although you do have to watch out at multiple phases in the Fighting Legend Goku event, because we don't have any stackers and all of our units are stuck at the decent yet not insane defense levels of like 130,000 and things like that. We end up having to watch out quite a bit defensively because we don't have the defensive capabilities to just tank supers from type disadvantaged enemies. So it's definitely something to prioritize or be aware of when you are taking on the event, is to just watch out for the type disadvantaged supers. Then alongside Trunks we have the Int Prime Metal LR Vegeta, who also has his EZA, and his EZA overall is decent without being remarkable. Attacking of 50%, defense of 70%, additional defense of 70% with HP is 50% or more ki with each attack performed, and an additional attack of 50%, and launches 2 attacks each of which has a rare chance of becoming a super attack for 4 turns after receiving an attack. So he's just in a solid position. I wouldn't say he's in an amazing position, but he's more than fine for this event. So it's, you know, more than okay, I guess, at the end of the day. Then the final 2 kind of members that we will be adding in are the King and Prince Vegeta Super Strike duo, who I personally just really like quite a bit. So the Prince Vegeta, or Vegeta Kid as he's called in the game, is obviously pretty cool. He has a 100% attack and defense when performing a super. He gets an additional attack and defense of 20% with each attack performed, an additional attack of 20% with each super attack performed, and an additional defense of 50% with another youth category ally attacking in the same turn, and an additional defense of 50% with another gifted warriors category ally attacking in the same turn. Now, we don't really cater towards his defensive side, but he does more than fine with his offensive capabilities, because he actually just does some really cool, good damage. He launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack with 3 or more key spheres, and you're going to see him, you know, generally just do some good old crit damage based on how well he does here. And then the final unit that we have is the King Vegeta, obviously Vegeta's daddy, and yeah, he's pretty cool after his Easy A as well. An additional attack and defense 10% per pure Saiyan category ally on the team. He also has an additional defense of 50% and medium crit chance when there's another Vegeta's category ally attacking the team, and he gives Vegeta's family allies 25% attack and defense. So just a pretty cool unit that basically just has a very good floating / secondary slot roll and tends to do a good job overall. Realistically speaking, you know, most of the time I think we just do a good job. I think the team is more than fine. We do use quite a few items. Like I said, we have that kind of defense threshold on a lot of our units, which means we can't actually openly tank UI Goku that well, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's basically going to be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you take on the Fighting Legend Goku event, you know, as best you can. You don't need to use free-to-play units. You must definitely use some level units if possible, especially for your lead positions. But yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.